Hello, greetings. This is me, Zara Berserk. There's been, I just feel so terrible. There are people using deception, Muslims. Shaitan comes, they say, and I believe in that. Shaitan comes in many ways. So you might oppose me, you might hate me for what I'm doing, but I'm determined. And don't try to wiggle your way out of this, Muslims. As crazy as I may sound, you have been crazy by killing people who don't believe or who say something against Prophet Muhammad. So you have the license to kill. Your Prophet Muhammad and your Allah has given you the license to kill. I just woke up. I wasn't supposed to come here, but someone just got me really aggravated. The last straw on the camel's back. And I have anyone who comes with taqiyya of any kind now, deception, I will not take this. Your Allah and Prophet Muhammad raped married women. I'm trying to change that law. And I will voice if I... of course, the Muslims are not going to allow me to succeed in that. Shaitan comes in many ways. When a Muslim friend used to come, an ex-friend, I used to listen to her junk against Shia Islam. Shaitan comes in many ways. She told me the intercession in the Quran ayats later on. Wherever I see I've won in showing the truth, in proving the truth from Quran ayats, even then the Muslims don't embrace it. But you will not apply your own rule to yourselves, on yourselves, and neither will we allow, permit that. We will condemn it. You may come in various polite ways in taqiyya. I will not have any deception here. Have some regard for people's health and what they are doing and what they have risked. So maybe there are some Arab countries who don't want to kill their citizens. They might, I don't know. So, but in Shia Islam, in my former religion, put the woman, isolate her until she believes she in this religion. Forceful. What Salahuddin, what junk Salahuddin has been, lies he's been telling you here. Shaitan comes in many disguises. I would rather have a slap from a disbeliever or a Christian even. Get the proper information, right information. So I don't mind if Christian Prince should call me whatever he calls me. The only thing is that I don't use Skype to call him. But I get the information. He might hate me, he might, say bad names to me or put me on hold Oh, sorry, put me on timeout. But it is the true information I'm after. So if you hate me, if you oppose me just because you hate me and you don't regard my health, and you say you appreciate like Salahuddin, but you really don't, you are lying. Now, personal attacks, because this was a public, like, this was public, right? And I have to take certain names who came here publicly telling me, trying to say that they're showing that yes, they appreciate my search for truth and sharing and all this. I'm shocked. Shaitan comes in many, many disguises. I've seen Prophet Muhammad being the highest of them, and it has passed my eyes. I did my own research, thank God, not relying on even my Shia ulamas. How can a person with a little bit of sensitivity, a woman, a girl with a little bit of sensitivity, accept such things like Surah Nur ayat and Surah Nisa ayat? Where is it? Surah Nur ayat. When there is such a great punishment, strict for zina, married women and single married men, men cannot go into zina because there is muta in Shia Islam, and I don't know what, maybe mistresses you can have, laundias, and you go, perhaps the Muslims go abroad and they think they have won these Westerners, girls. So God has closed all avenues for the Muslims for adultery and fornication. You can have laundias, laundis, laundia, sorry. So here we have a verse, okay, do not take lovers and all this, secret lovers. Surah Nur ayat, it says here, by compulsion. If there's no compulsion, it would still be prostitution. That God who takes care of the laws, and that prophet, he tells, as for the who his believers, right? Not just unbelievers, maybe non-believers in deceptive ways. It is said, he is ardently desirous of your welfare. It grieves him if you fall into trouble. An all-knowing God says here, doesn't know how to put this right. It is not a rape case. If consent is there, it's still prostitution. It's not like a rape case. So no matter which way you come to try and get me into Islam, there is no way I will approve of such a religion which says rape. Surah Nisa ayat 24 or 25. Married women, even if it is in Mosaic law, Jewish law, I will not accept such a thing. Women are not your property. If their husbands have fought with you, or their brothers, or their fathers, it is not their fault. I mean, some women may not be in that. You can't hold the women responsible. In Judaic law, they tried to explain on a website, it could be a Christian website, I read it, that the Mosaic law was to take these women to discourage war. And it doesn't seem like it in the Quran that he wants you to he discourages war. Any kind of deception, taqiyya, I'm enduring, but who knows, I may not be able to take it anymore. You don't care for human life. You care for your religion, your personal religion. Here it says, no matter what other ayats that you don't force yourself on, God knows, your wives or something. But here it says, where is it? It says here, and do not compel your slave girls to prostitution. The Shia Sunnis differ whether what maids they put sometimes. What is this? Slave girls. What kind of slave girls? Maids are they to prostitution if they desire chastity, to seek the temporary interests of worldly life. And if someone should compel them, so I explained this again and again. If you want, if you say, no, there is no prostitution in Islam, that's your saying from your mouth. You are changing your books, your book, your main source. And that ayat which is applied to Ahl Kitab people should be applied to you. Cursed are you if you lie and change your holy scriptures to mean something else through your mouths and your translations. It's not me saying it, it's your God saying it in other verses of the Quran. This religion. So why are you lying? This religion has harmed human beings. I'm not saying Judaism hasn't, Christianity hasn't, but I'm saying this religion. I'm on this religion right now, one thing at a time. First of all, we need to get these disguised, what he has made you into shaitans. You can't hear anything against Prophet Muhammad. You have to keep a heart stone on your heart. When you can doubt yourself, when people have doubted themselves and your religion, then come here. What kind of a religion are you in? And you may not stand for terrorism, but your Prophet does, and your Allah does. And I've been showing that. I will not rest. I just woke up. Haven't even had my tea properly. When I was answering someone, now taking recourse. Some people are taking recourse in Sufism. That is a deviation according to Shia Islam. You Muslims are not united in one thing. Their chain of is different. They don't come from Imams, Ahl al-Bayt. I've read so many books on Sufism. When I was in London, I bought books on Sufism. So if you want to shut me down and say, don't do this, or discourage me in any way, and it's very, very shocking and sad what you have done. Some of you want me to hold on to this false religion, and I will not, because it has done a great deal of harm to human beings with its very strict laws and spiritually also. It will take you to Shaitan, not God. And Shaitan surely exists in man. He doesn't exist up there somewhere where he can see you and you can't see them, him and his army. And do not compel your safe girls to prostitution. What are you calling me to? This prophet here in the Quran, Surah Hud, or I don't know which one. You are calling me to this dangerous religion, terrorism, where the person, believers, where Allah has terrorized Surah Hashar ayats, and you wiggle your way out of this. I will die. You can execute me. Your country, I will not. I will delete you. I will block you now. Enough is enough for me. You have no consideration for my health. You have given me a hard time. You see, have you seen how Salahuddin comes here with his deceptive artifices? He will not be successful, whichever manner he may come. So throw. Even the magicians at least succeeded in making their ropes and look like snakes. There are soothsayers who have been true at times, fortune tellers. And your religious scholars, everything, knowing everything they don't. This Salahuddin said he knows this by the letter. So another point here. I have been very, very disturbed. I had to delete someone. Just because I shared a previous, so something happened which triggered this emergency live stream. No, I can't sleep. I'm totally disturbed. Because someone close to me sent me a Sufi book. And he hasn't been healed or anything. You know, he's got such health problems. I cannot tell you, he sometimes hides it from, he used to hide it from his mother and us. So, and he sent me a Sufi healing book. And he's told me that his classmate, I remember, who his brother is in Junoon band, Pakistani. He's been a friend of this from school times, a long time ago. Long time ago. It's been ages. Do you think that a mother's healing? My mother was a Mormon, not even a Sufi. She was, you know what she was? She prayed for someone to get, she wished, she told, no, she made a statement in London. She told, because I used to tell, because their daughter, and I used to feel lonely in London in the evenings. Please call this family, Amma. Tell my mother. So, I know what my mother told this person. Askari uncle said that, Nuzat, I feel very tired coming after work, right? In London. My mother told Askari uncle that you would get a Mercedes and a chauffeur. He said, Nuzat, लंदन में मुस्तफ़ा अंकल, मुस्तफ़ा गोकुल जैसे के पास chauffeur नहीं है, चले Mercedes तो I can, in so many months, within so many days. You know what happened? Chauffeur came. But my mother was brought up by a grand aunt who had a Devi with her. And anyways, in other ways, she could not help herself or her family members. But sometimes God listens, I guess. For others, her prayers would come true for others. not for herself and her immediate children, family members. Chauffeur came, bringing Askari uncle, Samira auntie, Shaudi to our house in London with a hat, uniform, chauffeur hat. Mercedes came. My mother told Askari uncle, आप देखना आपको इस month में यानी in some months, within some months you will get. Oh, they start to come in a chauffeur in Mercedes. So you want to oppose me because you hate me, you hate what I'm doing, and that you want to be, okay, it's for you. But then don't come here if you don't like me. And I'm very sorry, I was really saddened. I got just overexcited, and the Salahuddin retracted his message of that night, that he didn't mean it, what he said. He first said, in the end he said, yes, I agree, there seems to be seems to be a contradiction in this. So I wonder how many Muslims are going to come here and give me a hard time, or they will remain silent now because it's public and on Takia. It is a very deceptive world, and you want to hang on to this religion no matter what, and you hate the person also. You can't hear the voice of this person. You can't help this person. You've never reached out to this person when they were not well. And generally speaking, when I was in Karachi, we were not even taking help from my father's country. Now, majburan, I have to. My brother, who was supposed to help me financially, had to go for military, and then he got married, and someone told me that, he should get married, meaning that my uncle also said he's a chutia because he was helping me. He told me, Adi, he told me not to worry, he will take care. My eldest uncle here, Emarati, right, said that my youngest brother was chutia on the phone to me. Like he's telling you that, oh, it's okay. He's spoiling you like, someone with like a daughter. She's working abroad. She comes and she says, I will spoil my mother if I give her 1,000 dirhams, like that. Or $1,000. I will spoil my mother. She will be always sitting and we will have to feed her. So don't spoil. Like, don't, it's been hard. Like, there are people, I have to appear every year for my, I feel so ashamed. Yes, this country, my father's country has given me everything. Everything, but meaning I can eat. I should be grateful, thank God. And I don't have to go against my country. It's law. There's execution rests on me. Death penalty for apostasy. So, you want to hang on to this religion, you are welcome. What can I say? No. Sometimes I give in to your satanic ways of lies and endorsing lies, enforcing lies. You did it enforcing lies. There are parts of Muslims who did this. So I was really saddened. I should not have, when Salahuddin and seemingly agreed, like deceptively agreed, but they don't agree. They can't. Uh, it's very, very rare. Maybe Christian Prince or someone would have the opportunity because they um, have live stream yards or Skype and all this. I never got my miracle. It was not a gift, a New Year gift or anything. So it's gone in the drain. There's no, oh God, let them who find, oh God. So there's a clear error here in what Allah says. Seemingly, you see what hypocrites do, false prophets, mistakes. How could Allah put here and do not compel? Just put and do not prostitute your slave girls. You see, Muslims take this seriously. There is prostitution in Islam. There is. Because it says compel, force. Please pay attention. And if you don't want to, first I had this thing of, oh, against Shias, if you will do this, you're going to incite the Sunni extremist or someone, Islamic extremist. And they might even kill the Shias in Pakistan, because Pakistan is a lawless country. You can do anything there. You can put false blasphemy, accusations like they did on Asia Bibi and killed her lawyer, the first one. You can do many things. You can misuse also and use this religion properly as it is for terrorism. You can use Allah like He has used, your Prophet has used for terrorism and killing and wars. So seemingly there are some verses which seemingly say that, in Surah Nisa, like, how do you judge? Will you not fight when men, women, and children are oppressed? So shouldn't the Makkans have come to help the Yathrib people who split away from Prophet Muhammad and were blamed for breaking a treaty and what not in the tafsirs, assassination attempt on him? So if you want to believe lies, but I have to do this against you, meaning I have to report against you. Keep reporting. So even if you're using taqiyya or if you hate me, my father's family, very prejudiced. We couldn't talk. They don't like my face. My uncle said that you are, oh, I didn't even say I'm beautiful or anything over the phone, so you are not, who said you are beautiful or something like this? Of course, they love beautiful women. Even his son, crazy after beautiful women. And if they hate someone, like my uncle, his younger brother also said on my mother's death, if we hate someone, and then there are people who are saying, your grandmother, your wicked grandmother did this to you. No, she could not have done this. No, she didn't do it. I see her, my brother who came here, he after her death, he sees her in dreams coming and very nice, smiling at him. And this is, my grandmother used to, I remember, tell my mother in her parents' house in Karachi that we will take away your children. And they have a way of wrapping people around their fingers. I remember distinctly, that's why she had this fear all the time in her life, that my children will be taken away from me. Will you stay with me? You will not leave me, all this. And then when my brother came to Dubai, she wrapped my brother around. Like, she was so nice. Like, you can't hear, like, even her eldest son told me over the phone that our mother, never complained. But my father, who was in India, Mumbai or New Delhi, Delhi or Mumbai, he used to always complain over the phone, today I'm not feeling well, and this and that. And our mother was, Alhamdulillah, she उफ नहीं करती थी. She never used to say fi, or anything like this. And us. And my uncle has gone on about me and my mother. You and your mother. And that night what she told me. Or that day she came to our house. What she told me in front of the family members. And then when I'm doing this, he's got his spies on Facebook coming. Then one day we go for Eid, he invites us. And he said, it's like, I've had this dream about your mother. I said, you can say it here, right? He said, taunting and insulting. Like, it's a personal matter. So, I mean, are you in your right mind that I should, you know what he meant? That I should say a personal dream that I've seen your mother in front of all these people here. So in an indirect manner, that what you are doing on Facebook is not right. You are, and people, there are men like who would take advantage of this, undue advantage. If I say I have something against my father, and the people are very chalak. They can corner me to make me forgive my father. I'll need my father's help. You see, here I had men coming, and I don't like that. I can simply put my live chat off. I know how to do that. I don't want to interact with men, Pakistani and Indian men coming, and there's a ball bursting and talking like this. But I have to put myself in the dirt to help people. Christians did it. Mother Teresa went out on the streets of Calcutta. So then my father was calling because there were some people like Sam Shaman acting as Ben Malik. I think recently, maybe they've got their spies here. So he's here, my father, right? And one day he called again in the night while I was doing my live stream. I didn't mention that here. So you see a father being there because Ben Malik, Sam Shaman had come a year ago. It's messaging me, you little whore, and all this. So this. There's prostitution here too. And due to my condition and all, men could approach me, and I don't want that. Like, are you free? Do you need a job? The other day, a lady on the streets came to me here. Are you looking for a job? I said, no, I'm an Emirati. I quickly said that. Because there are massage parlors here. And once in a blue moon, I go out and I had made my hair. Oh, I had to cut my hair. So, a lady came. Do you need a job? And I got, like, I said, no, I'm an Emirati, right? And men, so this Sam Shamoun, like, is a false Christian. He's a false Christian, I tell you. So, oh my God. And then I looked, when this lady asked me, there's a new massage parlor come up. Thank God I said, I'm an Emirati, right? Like that, I'm a Pakistani, I'm an Emirati. No, I don't, I'm an Emirati. I said, no. I just said, no, I don't need a job. We were asked not to go to hotels here. Like we would go to holiday in, Nadia coffee shop in Karachi. No one can approach me. No man. One man came in my school mail asking me. I gave him such a look that this ex-friend, she was like, with your looks you can kill. I said, what is your problem coming here to ask me? I've seen you before, something like this. In Karachi when we were in school, O-level. He came to my school mela, carnival. CAS, Center for Advanced Studies. And I said, what? I know these games these men play. Oh, I've seen you somewhere. Or maybe someone sent him to test me. So I've remained away from men like this. Then they put the blame on me that I'm something else. And our principal at that time had to tell them, if you spread false rumors, of course, this is not public, right? My life is not public, but I've made it public so that you trust me. You know how impossible it was. Maybe I'll be executed soon. I'll tell of someone, right? And I will not have taqiya used on me anymore, or any kind of deception used on me. Okay, so be careful. These Muslims, they're using very clever tactics. They will use politeness also, but not to forget that they don't care for your health. They don't care. If they cared, they would be there. They are not the ones putting food unless I had to come here. I had to go myself, to psychiatrists, wait there for an hour or so sometimes. It's not easy. They don't give it like this, financial help. I had to wait. So be very careful. Those honest people out there, they can deceive you. So many tactics they use. If Shia Islam fails to work, they'll put, they start to send you, this and this book really helped me, and please, can you read this taste Sufi book? Okay, I'll just use Sarah Safari, although Sarah Safari is not Muslim, but I read her book, The Taste of Hidden Things. It's a Sufi book in London, and a Turkish man. And I bought Sufi books in Karachi also, Rumi's books and all this, and Moinud. There are many. My grand aunt, there was a saying she used to say it as, I realized it comes from a Sufi. So, like Sri M is doing the Sufi, but he's on a level that. So, Al-Musao came against him. But I think the Muslims will not give up still. They will use maybe I don't know who to trust on the YouTube. YouTube. Uh, they're using many tactics, many tactics, deceptive tactics, lies, coaxing. They will even use, they'll try to, and if they can't have you in Shia Islam or Sunni Islam, they will use Sufism. So I think even UAE, because my brother, because this person who sent me a Sufi book lately, like I thought he's out of touch with this old school friend. He told me he hasn't been in touch. You know what? I'm scared now. He's in Abu Dhabi. I deleted him from my WhatsApp. So, someone, an Emirati sheikh or something, could have approached them to say, give her this. Like they're using. Maybe the Salahuddin also is sent by Emirat, Saudi, right? Or Pakistani origin, like that. So even Emirates is applying tactics, deceptive, against me. So the thing they can do is they can execute me because it's in the religion. Execute. I never heard my brother say that Sharia, his friend Sharia Ahmed. No, not him. But his brother is in Junoon band. Recently, after the Salahuddin, I got angry and all this. They wanted to get back at me. Recent 10:45 message. Here. I deleted them. I think I've deleted all the messages. I also sent him. Yeah, I've deleted him. Let me just tell you. Okay, these people are using very bad. Okay, all the messages are deleted. I said I feel really ashamed. I got overexcited and shared my live stream where Salahuddin, says सुधर जाओ नहीं करो ऐसे, right? Remember Arabs, when you kept quiet, Shias were being killed in Karachi, Pakistan, or in other. Remember Arabs. When you couldn't help me in Karachi American School because my mother and we stayed away from this family and wouldn't come to live in Dubai, you backed my family, Sajwani family. You backed a wicked woman. You backed a wicked uncle. You backed and encouraged my wicked user cousin. You gave them money. You gave them everything. You backed them. And you know how I got the strength to go out here? Sometimes once in a blue moon. But my father is here, he calls me. He's backed by Emirat. He's an Emirati. And he knows Arabic. And if you know Arabic, you have value here. They give you so much value. You know how they treated Pakistanis in Saudi Arabia and UAE and Qatar and I don't know how many. I don't know. But I know how the Arabs treat the Pakistanis. We have no value because we didn't. We are corrupted. But Khoja Sindhis, they took rights away from Khoja Sindhis in Pakistan. Arabs have to back Punjabi army because the Punjabi army, Pakistani army helped Arabs long time ago. My aunt told me, Don't forget, they could apply tactics, deceptive. This is very sad for me, and my country has done this through my brother. Already we are not in good terms, and they don't care for my health or anything. So since he came to Dubai, they can't even talk properly. You feel afraid, you know. He backs my wicked grandmother. She had the tactics to very calm, very cool. Like doctor tells their mother, that you have to walk. So she walks inside, and she used to get up and walk when she was alive. We can't even do that. ऐसा लाचार कर दिया कि बोलने के लायक नहीं है हम. ऐसा फ्रेम कर दिया है, ऐसी गंदी गंदी चीज़ें करवाई हैं कि हम बोल नहीं सकते. My case also out here. But Pakistanis, you see, even the Arabs will not tell this openly, publish. It's only Americans might do this. Americans, freedom of speech. So let's see, I've put humanity. Let's see, I know London, Britishers would help me come, but they can't. Because now I'm more trapped than I was in Karachi. At least they helped Asia Bibi, the foreigners. Unfortunately, my passport is from Sharjah. And I'm a UAE passport holder. No foreigner will come and help me if I get molested. If a sheikh or if no one will help me. Yes, but a Pakistani, they must have paid a Pakistani on Facebook, I will help you, and all this Gilgiti and all. They are molested. I've known a Shia Gilgiti was a molester. So, you are not safe in London streets? Oh God, no. Yeah. They might start to send their people there. So, no, don't, I can't say anything. They might target. So, very, very clever tactics used against me. Here, execute me. I'm not going to. Execute me. I will not be a liar. What else is there? Surah Nisa. You don't care about Zainab and Josh. I'll go there. Show the deception of your prophet and his Allah. How he gets him out of things. When he takes an oath, you can break it. You are protected. Your prophet. How can I miss against all odds, my father and his family, they have lesbians. I didn't have. My mother was not a lesbian. She was 13 years old when she got married. I did not sleep with my grandmother in the same room in my childhood. O mankind, fear your Lord. You, Muslims, you think you have the license to kill? This is your prophet, your Allah, terrorist. Your Allah is a 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 terrorist. Yes, you have the license to kill and harm people using religion. You can use religion. Your Allah is a terrorist and your Prophet Muhammad is a rapist. He couldn't even believe in these Sahabas. They were after the goods, we are told in a Surah Al Imran. Then how, if he's one person and Ali can't get married, because Ali is married to Fatima and she can't have him marrying laundries, having laundries, and marrying even another woman. The neighbors are going to get me out of this. Good. So here is Surah, and whoever among you cannot find means to marry free believing women, how can you trust those Sahabas of Prophet Muhammad who were after the booty now? There's only one Prophet. How many women, married women, is he going to marry of the captives? You tell me. No, you're not telling me. I'm telling you. Huwei, Jawaria's husband killed. Huwei's father, you know how he was killed. If you believe, I don't know what you believe in and how you take the tafsirs also, which roundabout manner you come. So Salahuddin rightfully said that he's from Saudi Arabia. Originally maybe Pakistani, but Saudi Arabia is now using, people, and they could get to my brothers first to tell them to coax her and say healing from the Sufis. Healing is going to come from the Sufi. My mother's prayer, the Shia to kafir hai. And you know what the Muslims say, if Shia's prayers are coming true, if, let's suppose my mother's prayers for her children are coming true, for their good health and healing and everything, then it is a test for us. God is testing us. You see how the Sunnis give Shias a hard time. Shias don't want to see it. And then Shias also give an ex-Shia a hard time. I've seen it. So they will say this is a test for us and we will perform in the best way. Some of them will be sent here, eh, sending like two thing, polite, and no, I don't, and I condemn the harming, like Salahuddin, very clever, very cunning. Very cunning Muslims, I must say. You have license to kill, you have license to harm people. And if a Shia prayer comes true, or a miracle in the Imam Barga, they're going to say that it is a test for us. The rest of the Muslims who call us call my former religious people even, non-Muslims, kafirs. And they don't even say it like this, that non-Muslims. They say kafir hain, kafir, mushrik hain, infidels hain, baghi hain, ye hain, वो हैं, innovators हैं, बिद्दत करते हैं, बिद्दत. इनको मार डालो. Some of them even say that in Pakistan. You see, if you want to have married women, how can you trust those Sahabas? I'm not calling out to Shias. I've just had enough of a Shia telling me and how they come in a very cunning, sneak manner. And they're going to, the Emarat, they will like this. Your prophet can't have anyone. You can't be allies. So that's why my brother is going to try, because there's an execution here, penalty for apostates, and they break the family. Okay, I deleted him out and blocked him. So good for you, Arabs. You can enjoy your family, have Eid, get-togethers. I'm alone here. And you will be enjoying Eid. But what are you told? No, you see, my father, Imam Ali, we Shias, when I was a Shia, like, you can't communicate with these Muslims. They are just very satanic. Whatever you tell them, they'll just say that, or maybe it's shaitan. Don't listen to these people. You know what happened? Let me show you what happened. So believe means, but accept those women whose you can marry slave girls, married, but captives from war. Even if they've married, even if you kill forget that you can marry married women from the war captives. But their fathers you have killed, their husbands, you have killed. You marry them. And this kind of a person, and then you have fear, we are told. You have fear. If you look at how you have fears. God has told you that if you fear, you have fears. Then don't marry widows. Keep away from. Allah, protect the widows. Don't marry them. If you fear widows' rights, what is it? Don't marry. Then marry. Then please marry. Then please marry. What? Quran, Surah Nisa. You see, you have fears. You will orphans. If you fear that you will not be God is and then they'll say that God has protected the orphans from all sides. It is not all Muslims have this. If you fear, not all Muslims have this fear, but God has covered everything. And if you fear that not you will be able to do justice with the orphans, most Muslims will not even marry the orphans. How can you be sure that you will be able to marry orphans and take care of them and their rights? So here, for the believing orphans, God puts, if you fear, to protect them from even you Muslims who fear that you will not be able to do justice. But God has not protected those captive women, married, and whose husbands whose fathers, brothers, families, tribes you killed. Not protected. Then marry what some suitable to you, what seems suitable. Right? Because marriage, Imam Jafar Sadiq has said, it's a gamble. It is your luck. It is a risk you take. It may work, it may not work. Seems suitable to you from the women 2, 3 or 4. But if you fear that not you can do justice, then marry one or what possesses your right hand. So Mubarak ho aapko, Jumma Mubarak ho, फैमिलीज़ के साथ ईद मुबारक हो और क्या नहीं मुबारक हो. Oh my God. What kind of people are you, Muslims? Now let me go to Surah Azab. And security also, आपको मुबारक हो. You know, अगर family हो and you're wearing a abaya and a chalet and you go in a Lamborghini, Mercedes, BMW, Rolls Royce, SLR, Mercedes, no one dare come up to you. No Indian, no Pakistani. You know, we have to go here in taxis. And, you know, the person doesn't know directions. He's going in the wrong way. He can't use Google Map. Pakistani. I just gave him a 1 star. And I complained against him. I mean, I get nervous here. Like if you miss a road here or you have to go round somewhere and come. So I was like, no, look, it's here, it's here. Then because he didn't know directions and I had to show him the directions and tell him. And he's not even saying, okay, now I get it. Or, he's like, please, like if I'm doing gaslighter, like I'm doing something wrong. Manners, attitude problem here. I have to deal with. Once in a blue moon or twice in 1 month I go out. Or no. Month what? January I went out. Now beginning. So in December. Okay, I took. So you feel scared, and I was telling myself before I was preparing that look, you will have these men who will misbehave with you, gaslight you. Just take it. Don't say a word to them. Okay, this, Pakistani a man, Indian also. Oh, that's why. Like I was like, this bottle cannot be 200 dirhams. So they're using Indians against me here. Hindus. Okay, they're trying everything. So, I got nervous and I gave myself a prep talk before going that please, Sarah, if they say anything, this is the attitude here, you have to take it. And all this, please take it. Don't answer back, don't send. Now what could I do? This person didn't know. And I am tired. You know how, I don't know if they're playing around with me. They said, Babaji is here, healing you. I said, now what? So my mind just went crooked, right? And I was like, no. I mean, I wasn't able to do much. I was really draining and really tired. So they made up this thing telepathically that Babaji has come to heal you. I'm still not well. I don't think it's just a sham. So they're using Maha Avatar Babaji through some Indians here giving me this. Then I'm sitting and he say, he could heal you and this and that. And I said, oh God, what is going on? And I resisted, and my mind went all wild, all over the place. Oh yeah, now Babaji, Mahafta, no, will heal me. I feel it's a violation against me and my health here. I'm in Dubai. And the Arabs, they're using all sorts of tactics. Okay, so then, plus I just had coffee and I had to really push myself to go out. Now it was, I had to do it myself because I know no one can help me, and the people are busy here, even the helpers are busy. So I said, no, let me go. I need to go out. But I couldn't. So I had to push myself. And then I become very restless and even I can't take it, right? So very tired very soon. And then calling the taxi, he wouldn't come. So I had to call him again and again. Then he didn't know the way. So I had to try and give him directions. So I got a little nervous, just to make sure that he knows how to, but he missed that turning, and then from the, God knows he didn't know properly. And then at some place near my house, he says, oh, please, please. Like just giving him directions, keep giving him okay, now please turn from here and this. Please, like the way he said it to me. I just kept quiet. I told myself not to say anything, but I came and then I complained on the app. Because they ask how was this? And you need money because it's more expensive if you're booking a taxi. So here we have Zainab bin Josh's case and Zed's case. And I read the Shia commentaries. It was even worse. And remember, O Muhammad, when you said to the one on which Allah bestowed favor, I'm going to stay here, I don't know how many hours I can. I'll be moving around. Maybe I'll come after in the morning so the Muslims can come here. After their prayers, right? Hindus also, Dr. Kalki and Nangalal, they can also be used to come here and harass me. Okay, forget about contradictions. Okay, consider that if you would, or I don't know where your mind goes, still hanging on to this religion. This lady, she's on YouTube. I thought I saw her. She says she's a Muslim. Now some sound happened. It's the one who was putting the key in my door key hole. Someone who looks like her on YouTube, that I'm a Muslim. So, maybe like don't say anything. Look alike. I saw her from that hole. I'm a Muslim. So that's why it's not that she had forgotten that it's not her apartment. It's very, very clear. She went on the other side, right? She walked and I could see from that hole on the door. Using every kind of tactic against me. I don't know, now they would complain so that sometime, like they've disturbed me I got up and somehow it's like distance mind control, like, a robot message has come. I didn't even wash my face and put my glasses on to look at that message from my brother. I didn't even forget making tea. Like a robot, is directed, puppet. Go to that, check your phone. This phone I don't check. I'm not using it. Okay, I'll take a break. Oh God, I'm very restless. I have to come back here.